I just got out of Leviticus. There's spoilers ahead. Holy fucking shit, man! It was scary in all the right, scary, horrific ways. There's spoilers. There's gonna be spoilers. I don't know how long I'm gonna go and talk about this movie, but this movie was good. It was good. But oh, was it tension? Just tension. Okay, I went to the 10 o'clock screening, obviously. It is 12:33, I'm out. It was 10:40, whatever. Anyway, the point is, this is how they set it up. Name, that's the character, that's the main character's name. Name goes to this town. We meet him and this tall, white, blonde boy named, they're both white. Anyway, point is, you have Liam, who has brown hair, and you have Ryan, who has blonde hair and is tall. Then there's Hunter. He's kind of got like a little bit of brown hair. I want to say more reddish brown hair. But it starts off with name and him talking, Ryan talking, and then they start kissing. And Ryan's like, "This is my first time." And Name's like, "It's my first time." It was. I'm sorry, that's actually not how it starts. There is a woman. It starts with a lifeguard who she comes into a swimming pool and notices right away, like, oh, the shower head comes on. She starts talking to the shower head. She's like, "What are you doing here?" The person, she's saying someone is there. Someone is eating her out. We don't see it. We just see her naked underneath the shower, rubbing her boobs. And something is eating her out. She then goes, and as she lowers to the face that we do not see off camera, because everything, you just see her rubbing her boobs, but you don't see any nudity. The thing that beats the shit out of her, we hear crunching as her body and bones are being broken apart. Her name is Marnie. Naturally, we freak the fuck out. It then goes to the two guys talking. Hunter and Ryan are making out, and Name sees this, and he decides he's gonna talk. Name doesn't like the fact that Hunter and Ryan are doing things, because they all three go to the same church, and the church is very like, it's one of those churches where you go, I don't want to go here. It's one of those churches that would make you not believe in God. I hate those type of churches. I went to a type of church like that, and it almost got me. And it did get me. It did get me, and I was like, fuck that. And it took me finding another faith to be like, yeah, there is a God. There is a God. I still don't like those type of churches. And this is that type of church. And they then do an exorcism. Not an exorcism, but this guy comes in. He's got these tattoos, which you're not supposed to go and tattoo your body. If we're going to keep it at $150, you're not supposed to tattoo your body. You're not supposed to eat shellfish. You're not supposed to wear different cotton blend, different fabrics. You aren't supposed to do a lot of things from Leviticus, but this motherfucker, he specializes in going after the gay kids. So, yeah, fucking yeah! We continue on, and what ends up happening is there is a thing that the preacher or pastor, whatever the fuck that man does, and to me he sounded like a demon. He used he used the Bible to convince these people that their kids were bad, and they tell all the parents, hey, if you do this, your child will be followed by something bad, and it will put the fear in God in your child. I don't know about you, but I don't fucking want to lose my child to fear or possibility of death, as what happens with Hunter. It gets me so fired up and angry right now. Because you have Name who has his mom, and his mom's like, you were never that way, and she found Jesus, and she's one of those, I hate these people. Okay, if you are someone that believes in Jesus, awesome, cool, great. You believe in God, awesome, cool. It's the reborn motherfuckers that I cannot stand, because they take it to such a horrible thing where they're like, obviously God hates you because you don't do this, that, and the other. And it's like, motherfucker, before you found Jesus, you were sucking dick with the rest of us. Your ass is not as clean as mine. Just because you now rebuke what you did in the past doesn't give you a fucking flag or right to go and tell other people how to live their lives. You're now saying what was good for me is not good for you. Fuck you to the highest degree. You're being a hypocrite. So you have this woman, don't know what the fuck happened to her husband, but she's wearing a ring. You have this woman who's like, I believe in God, and I want my son to believe in God. And I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. She signs him up. She starts to get a feeling that Name is also in the way, and she blames Ryan. She blames Ryan's ass. And I'm looking at her like, do you not see this boy? Bitch, do you not see this fucking boy? Have you not seen your son? When the fuck has your son been giving off straight vibes, bitch? He's as feminine as that fucking gum. No offense. You know what? I'm part of LGBTQ. I can say this shit. Fuck you. I can say this shit. Bye. I'm not pan. I'm bisexual. Why? Because the person I like is going by their looks. If I feel sexually attracted to them, I'm not going to say that shit of, well, no, it's a person's soul. No, fuck that. Attraction, if you can make me laugh, guess what? You are a lot sexy. And a lot of other things come into play. I don't fucking believe this. No, I love the soul of the person. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, they're doing a lot of construction on the streets. Anyway, the point is, Ryan he's basically been made to be like, hey, you got to go get this thing, blah, blah, blah. And Name's mom is like, oh my God, my son, he can't be part of the LGBT. So she goes and has him converted. It's conversion therapy. This is an allegory for conversion therapy, not an allegory. Actually, is what happens. All these people are made to convert and be fearful that whoever they like will come back and beat them up and do all these things. The two guys and Hunter's sister, they go and, talk. Oh, by the way, Hunter's dead. Hunter dies in the most horrific, fucked up way. Name ends up seeing Hunter being dragged off by this entity and is like, oh my gosh. He rightfully goes to the cops and says, hey cops, I saw this thing happen to this man. Or they're teenagers. I saw something happen to this dude. And the cops are like, are you sure you're not on drugs? Proving that the cops, they're not going to really fucking help you. Not on this one, baby. Not on this one. I got off before John Nolan. I didn't mean to get off here. I meant to get off in John Nolan so I could go drive and get to the house. So I guess I'm taking the street now. That's awesome. That's so awesome. That took an extra, 30 minutes? Anyway, the point is, they go and they speak to Hunter's sister, Izzy, because Izzy takes them. She's like, oh, I was told that they can't be alone. You can't be alone because it happened to my brother and he sees things that aren't there. And she goes and takes them to this hospital where the girl at the beginning that died, her girlfriend's Jessica. Jessica stays at the hospital because the hospital is the only place that thing won't enter, which to me says, that thing's evil. That thing's evil. Then every time they're alone, the thing will go and beat the shit out of them. Like, it'll rip ears off. It'll bite you. It'll try to break your jaw. And the thing that pisses me all the fuck off, I'll tell you what pissed me the fuck off. You have the mama. You have Name's mama. And she's telling him you're a liar. You're not seeing these things. He's like, I'm seeing it. It's attacking me. Please don't, please. I need you to stay here. Please don't leave me. She goes, you do it your own self. He almost gets his jaw broken. He gets thrown off a thing. Some other stuff happens. There is a big fire involving him and Ryan. At first, we're like, no, that's not Ryan. That's not Ryan. And then you're like, oh, that's Ryan. And then you're like, no, that's not Ryan. And then Ryan says, like, it's okay. I'm right where I want to be. This is how it's supposed to be. They want us scared. And Name goes, and he's like, you're fake. And he just closes the door. And Ryan. And then finds out, oh, we should probably look for Ryan's body. And as he's telling his mom this, his Name is telling his mom, like, hey, Ryan's probably dead. She informs him that she knew all about this thing. And she's like, there's no way to get rid of it. And she's smiling. She's happy with herself because she is a reborn fucking Christian. And again, I do not like them because a lot of them are hypocritical and they are so anti-Christian that they don't realize that they're anti-Christian and that they are pushing people away from Christianity. And she says to him, like, well, I saved you. And he's like, no, you didn't. What, Mom? Mom, there's this thing. It's happening. You knew? And she's like, yeah, I knew. But now you'll be alive because of fear. See, she tried to tell him that he was a liar and that he was crazy when he first came to her. Because at the very beginning, when he started to see things, he told her. She said, no, it didn't happen. When he went to the cops, she picked him up from the cops. Because he said, I think that I'm like that. And she's like, no, you're not like that with Ryan, blah, blah, blah. She knew. She knew when she delivered him to the conversion priest or preacher or whoever. She knew. And she said that to him. She's like, I knew everything. And he's like, what are you talking about? She's like, fear is what keeps you alive and safe. No, it doesn't. He's fearful to be alone from people. And she's like, I'm not going to be here forever. So fear will keep you safe. And I'm like, what the fuck? And Name runs. He runs. He runs. And then he sees who he thinks might be Ryan. And I can't tell you the rest of the ending because that's not how it goes. The ending is not like that at all. It goes on for a couple more minutes. I don't want to tell you if that was Ryan or not. And he said, be damned, I'll die. I just want to tell you that that movie made me upset at Christians who are very, like, authoritative and been like, no, this is what God wants. You don't know what God wants. You are pretending to be God by judging others. You are disgustingly making it impossible for people to be human. I'm not a Christian, and that's part of the reason why. And it just sucks. And seeing that movie made me feel bad because Hunter, Ryan, Hunter could have lived. Ryan could have lived without having been scarred. Name definitely would have lived without being scarred. And they all did it in the name of God. And that made me think about how people love to say God and Jesus and manifest destiny while using God as the reason for manifest destiny. Manifest destiny was we have to touch everything and do this for God. But they use religion to spread their own prejudice and their own biases throughout all of the lands. England, Spain, France, the Dutch, all those motherfuckers use their own form of God to excuse the evilness that they would do against other people. They would say, well, obviously, I am the better one than you. I never bathed, but I am better than you because I believe in God. What the fuck? They wiped out indigenous people, gave them smallpox blankets. Where the fuck in the Bible does it say that you should kill somebody and make them suffer during death and maim them? You enslaved people in this, I am more superior. You weren't more fucking superior. Everything was from other cultures that you motherfuckers stole. Cuisines, spices, tea. You motherfuckers didn't know what to do with salt and sugar. So you oversugared things, you oversalted your foods, and then you decided, no, the most posh, rich way is to not have as much salt. It's to not have as much this. How many motherfuckers went and killed animals, endangered species, just for a fucking hat? Or because their cattle was having issues, or because, oh, this animal isn't scared of humans, so I'm going to torture it. The tortoises, when they thought, oh, they can't feel anything if I harpoon them. Yeah, they can. The dodo bird, they just killed them for sport. The Tasmanian tiger, because apparently it was messing with the cattle, so they killed them off. A lot of things have been done by Christians. And this movie just really brought home my feelings when it comes to it. And yeah, that's how I felt after watching the movie. It was what the fuck. What the fuck? Like, seriously, what the fuck? Why? Why would you do that? Now you don't have a kid. Your kid's dead. You don't have a kid. And for what? For what? For what, lady? For what, Hunter's dad? For what, Izzy? Who then gives up name? Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. Izzy is a bitch. She is not a good person. Her father tells her Hunter died because of Ryan and name. So in between them fighting, this demon that is coming and trying to physically kill them, she gives them to a gang of motherfucking homophobic people. Essentially, she gave them to a bunch of boys who had baseball bats and chains and said, do what you must to these homosexuals. That awesome. That was so awesome, Izzy. I was hoping somebody would come and take a car and just hit people. But again, you gotta have realism in this horrific story about a demon going after children just because the children are gay. The mama can catch hands. As far as I'm concerned, the mama can catch hands. All those adults can catch hands. If I could set fire to all, and the preacher, the pastor, if this is in real life, and I know it's real life with conversion therapy, I hope they all die. If you are converting someone who does not want to be converted, if you are telling them you're going to go to hell, you need to die. You need to die, or you need to lose your voice. You need to sit in your thoughts, lose your voice for at least 3 years, and you can't talk. You know what? I shouldn't say that because that's wrong. And I shouldn't say that they should die. But I want them to feel exactly what if you are part of a conversion therapy group, I want you to feel everything that you put those people through. I want it to freak the fuck out of you for years. So then every time you do it, you live that person's life. You feel their happiness and joy, and then their fear and sadness and anger at what you did. I'm trying to be nice because I have a bad way of manifesting horrible shit when I'm angry. Last time I did it, someone got long COVID. Trump got COVID, and then Bolsonaro got COVID. The exact same time where I was like both of them. That was awesome. And then some other people where I was just like, you know what, you can die, and then they died. some of the people of Heritage Foundation. I was like, you could die. Now, I was just angry. But I said it. And I'm trying not to say the bad things because I don't want to feel bad for harming someone with my words or thoughts. So I'm trying to be good. But if you're an asshole, maybe you deserve it.